Ah, London. What a town. History around every corner, and a tourist photographing it. Pubs serving up a pint and a smile. All that music, theatre and art. And multiculturalism. And the world's oldest underground, the Tube. The class of cities, really. Top shelf stuff. Only took 12,000 years to build it up, and one night to tear it all down.
What's our status?
Perimeter security's down, but plenty of your flying friends about.
Fucking hell.
Dalton, no time to waste.
Yes, ma'am. I'm in. Any idea what we're up against, Bagley?
If you hadn't brushed off, I might. Ever consider leaving these security threats to the authorities?
That's rich, Bagley. The government would sooner arrest us for trying to help than actually do something useful.
We'll have to sort this one on our own.
Carefully, Dalton.
Bagley, are you detecting a little worry in Sabine's voice?
Brilliant. Asking the computer about feelings. This explains so much.
Shut it, you two, and get to work.
There she is.
Perimeter security's back up. South entrance is secure.
Combat profiles are heavily encrypted. No identifying information.
Ghosts in this system. That hurt you more than it hurt me.
Do us a favor and keep it quiet, Dalton.
If they don't shoot me, I won't shoot them. How's that?
The eyes across the T's, lads. Pop it up. Tick tock.
loads of DedSec gear down here. And why do you suppose that is?
What? How did they get their hands on it?
I don't know. But someone wants to make it look like DedSec was here.
Shit. You need to proceed with extreme caution, Dalton.
Who are these men in black anyway?
Nothing identifying. I suspect that's by design.
Oh, fuck me. The entire place is rigged to blow.
Jesus, those canisters. Bagley, is that...
RDX nitrogen. Enough to level Parliament.
Can you locate a detonator, Bagley?
Not exactly, but there's a device streaming a fuckload of encrypted data from the floor above you.
Yeah, that fits the bill. On my way. Staged DedSec propaganda all around the bombs. These pricks are going to blow up Parliament and hang it on us.
Not if you get to that detonator first.
In the House of Commons. Whoever these men in black are, they've got brass bollocks to set up in the centre of government. I found the detonator. And it's definitely live. Bagley, I'm gonna need some help with this.
Yes, you are, but sadly I'm locked out.
Fuck. We don't have a chance without Bagley.
Wait, I might know a workaround. We trained in manual overrides at MI5.
You're full of surprises. Be quick about it.
All right, Bagley, do your thing.
I'm in. And the bombs have just armed themselves. Well, that may complicate matters.
Fuck's sake. Can you defuse them or not?
Of course I can, but I might also trip another failsafe and vaporize you, so fair warning.
Expect this to draw some attention your way, Dalton.
Oh, I'm counting on it.
Company at our back door. Shit. Dalton, we've got some heat here at HQ.
How long is this gonna take, Bagley?
Depends how often you interrupt me with questions.
All right, everyone. Faces on, guns out. It's about to get real.
Fuck. They're on me. I'll try and hold them off.
Any sign of the target? Keep your eyes open.
Bagley,
Area
update.
clear.
Let's just say I'm both impressed and annoyed by how sophisticated this anti-tamper security is. Still working.
Fucker could be anywhere. Please get this thing looked at.
Bagley, tell me you're close.
I'm through security, now wading through terabytes of decoy code looking for the detonation sequence.
Incoming fire! It's not letting up!
I need your physical appendages now.
What's wrong?
There are 3 slots on the left. One of them is the receiver. You need to pull the controller wire.
Are you fucking kidding me?
No, I'm fucking not. Pull the wire.
If this gets me blown up...
Bombs defused. See? That wasn't so bad, was it?
Bagley, you bastard. You nearly gave me a bloody heart attack then. Whoa, what the fuck am I looking at?
It appears Parliament is not the only target. More bombs are going live as we speak.
On screen, Bagley.
Now we need to get the word out. Those sites need to be evacuated.
They're spread out all over London. There isn't any time.
But my sister's at the town conference. We have to do something.
I picked up a transmitter on the roof that is sending out a signal to the other bomb sites. If you can reach it...
I can shut it all down. Sabine!
Fuck! Dalton, we're breached! Go! The roof!
Sabine, what's going on?
We're being raided. It's a bloodbath. Our protocol is to wipe everything, including Bagley.
I need him for the transmitter.
I know, but if they get him, they get everything. Names, ops, locations.
Okay, I'll do it the old-fashioned way. Wipe him.
Yes, wipe me.
Do it, Sabine, and get the hell out of there.
Fuck. Okay, Bagley's down. You're on your own. Dalton, if this goes...
It won't. I'll see you at the rally point. I promise.
Good luck.
That's not going to happen. You're here to help us with some important work.
Important work? Killing thousands of...
Exactly. To save the world. You do know Londoners have died before, hmm? The Plague, the Great Fire, the Blitz. It's not much fun. But destruction is always the cure. And it begins today. 0 day. Time for a hard reset.
Oh my God.
A series of explosions devastated 3 sites in London. Authorities are asking residents to remain in their homes as the situation continues to develop. We have received no official casualty total, but it is expected.
gathered for a series of candlelight vigils that brought closure to thousands of families and indeed to an entire city. London is now laser-focused.
Today at 10 Downing Street, where Nigel Cass, CEO of private military company Albion, received a mandate to secure London. Cass has vowed to hunt down DedSec. Terrorist responses Albion used cutting-edge artificial intelligence systems and autonomous drones to capture the remaining members of DedSec. A stark warning to would-be insurgents.
Corporations are posting record profits due to increased efficiencies in production and distribution, enabled by the use of technologies initially developed and approved for security purposes.
Overdue cleanup as crime numbers take a dive. Illegal gambling, drug trafficking and prostitution all down following prosecutions of the leaders of 4 of London's 5 largest criminal syndicates. The streets of Camden and Brixton.
Londoners, as Albion's mandate is extended indefinitely by the government, life finally begins to return to normal. Curfews and travel restrictions have been lifted in all boroughs, thanks to the deployment.
News outlets, reports of rioting in Trafalgar Square have been greatly exaggerated, possibly by foreign meddlers pushing a false narrative through social media. Albion is in complete control of a few...
To reprimand the public about the circulation of fake news, conspiracy theories persisting in dark corners of the internet that terrorist group DedSec were framed for the bombings have been roundly rejected. Our own reporters could not find a single Londoner willing to expound those theories on camera. The facts simply do not support any other story.
I need to assemble a team, but I can't reboot DedSec alone. Let me break into London CTOS and see who's available.
I'm Claire Waters, and we've been discussing the hacktivist, now alleged terrorist group, DedSec, on this week's Buccaneer Radio. I have Colin calling in. Colin, what's your take?
Now, I've been saying from the start we should have rounded up DedSec and thrown them in jail. Now, I'll say they should all be lined up and shot.
You don't find it awfully convenient that they've been fingered as the attackers, but we've seen no proof?
Look at Tone! Look at our city! What more proof do you need?
Well, Colin, I'd say you have to look at their history of non-violent action. Albion's put more civilians in the hospital in the past few months than DedSec ever has. I smell a scapegoat. Now I have Emily calling in. Emily, what's your take?
You're absolutely right, Claire. The government's just framing DedSec because they want to make it seem like they have this under control. They probably have no clue who was behind the bombings. But that doesn't look good on the news, does it? DedSec's been a thorn in their side. Who better to pin it on?
Angie, I have you next. What do you make of all this?
I think, if anything, DedSec showed their true colours. It's terrifying to think we harboured such a dangerous element for years. Terrorists in our own backyard.
Do you find DedSec more frightening than the different gangs in London, like Clan Kelly?
Clan Kelly might set your shop on fire and maybe they'd kill you, but even they wouldn't try to blow up all of Parliament.
Next, I have Crypto King. Do you feel safer using a pseudonym?
Everyone should. Why make it easier for them to track you? And now we've seen what they're capable of and how far they're willing to go.
Hold on. Do you mean the government? Are you suggesting the government was responsible for the bombings?
Oh, trust me, Claire. They didn't do it alone. They're all in on it. The government.
Is worse than I thought. Brilliant. Let's get the people of London on board. glad to see you're alive. If you're still committed to the cause, DedSec needs you. I'll send you the coordinates to our last safe house. Meet me there.
Fine.
Oh, yeah. I'm going.
Urgent call. Possible hostile at your location.
Control, we are pursuing the suspect.
Control, I'm ready to immobilize the target.
Control, we are pursuing the target.
I had them. Where did they go?
Control, put out an APW. Target is gone.
Are you fucking blind?
Get away from me, cuz.
We don't need you here. You fascists! Hey, it's you! Where are you? Criminals! Get out of our city!
You, right? I like this. I like this a lot.
What an odd thing to do.
No! What the bloody fuck?
You're listening to The Bar.
May cause nausea, vomiting and headaches. You're listening to The Bar, the Resistance comedy show brought to you by the Buccaneer Network. I'm Andy, joining me, as always, Alice.
I'm excited to be here. Apparently, the Resistance is not going well.
Again? Well, there has been some news about DedSec, the Resistance and/or terrorist organisation, delete according to preference. Not preference, sorry, delete according to whether or not you work for the government, SIRS, Bloom, the Kellys, or Albion. According to a SIRS official, DedSec is no longer a threat, which I guess is true in that it was never a threat in the first place. Reminds me of when my great aunt Gladys had her appendix out. Oh, Andy, that surgeon's a real threat, whacking that knife at me, trying to knock me out. They call a scalpel in an anaesthetic, Gladys. Anyway, if SIRS would say DedSec is dead and buried, I guess we have to assume that DedSec has never been stronger. But I do worry, Alice. Sometimes I think, genuinely hope, do have hope.
I've downloaded a patch to your optics so you can access our security system. It's set up so that I can't just let someone who isn't DedSec in. You'll have to do the manual override.
Secret passages and hidden bases. Oh, I fucking missed this shite.
One of Sabine's, are you? I'll see you downstairs later then.
That bloody gun.
Open sesame. Anyone around? Guess not. Let's find the power then.
This is the Bug. Hello, Resistors, it's Bug time. Are you all sitting comfortably? No? Good. That's as it should be. This is the Bug. I'm Andy, and joining me to analyse the latest blowflies to emerge from the corpse of a once-free Britain, it's Alice.
Hello, Andy.
And today, we're going to talk to you about Albion, your friends and mine. Alice, the government has extended Albion's contract and have also boasted that violent crime has plummeted to a record low. Now, extending Albion's contract...
Coming up today on The Upload, we're talking about Skye Larson, the enigmatic founder of Broker Tech. Everyone knows her name, but no one knows too much about her. And we only really see her these days as a hologram. She was pretty young when she launched Broker Tech, the company that is best known for introducing Bagley to the world. Nowadays, it's hard to remember... This is London Call. This is London Calling. You're here with me, Tash, on Buccaneer, your source for what they don't want you to know. Hello and welcome to today's episode of The Upload. We're talking about the Optic and how it's changed our lives. Now, as you remember, Bloom announced a new version of the Optic at the recent Tone conference, but we haven't heard too much about that since due to the dramatic events there. Let's cast our minds back and consider the technology. I mean, the Optic changed...
No DedSec registration detected. Identify yourself or I'll seal the exits, hack your Optic, and read you every drunken email you ever wrote until you starve.
And you'll have to explain my untimely demise to Sabine.
Sabine's alive? Well, that's one piece of good news. I'm Bagley, DedSec's definitely not stolen, highly advanced AI assistant, and it seems I've been out of commission for a few months. Anyway, why don't you go connect me to the DedSec network so I can become more powerful than you could possibly imagine? I mean, catch up on what I missed.
Hello and welcome back to The Upload. In this episode, we're talking about CTOS 3.0.
Ah, that's it. I'm reconnected to the network, downloading our database, news archives, and oh no. Terrorist group DedSec responsible for deadly bombings in London? Dalton Wolf dead? I leave you people alone for a second and you immediately cock it all up.
That's the shape of it. What I want to know is if it wasn't DedSec who did the bombings, who was it?
There's a gap in my memory after Dalton, well, let's be honest, after I disarmed the bomb at Parliament. I'm missing information about what happened after I was taken offline, but from what I can infer, an unknown hacker group identified only as Zero Day was involved. I believe this Zero Day staged the attacks and framed DedSec for their dirty work. Come to my terminal. Sabine is requesting a video call. Patching in Sabine Brandt now. I suggest you listen very closely to anything she has to say.
There you are. I'm glad you made it. Bagley, God, it's good to hear your demented little voice. Is your memory intact?
Not even slightly. The last record I have is of our HQ being raided. My only lead is a group known as Zero Day. Ring any bells?
No. But the HQ was attacked by some men in black, the same that were at Parliament. Maybe working together. We didn't stand a chance. They just gunned everyone down.
Christ. How did you make it out?
I managed to escape through the sewers to Camden. A contact smuggled me out of the city, and I've been hiding out in the north since.
Prudent. Your profile is red flagged as a high-priority target in the city's surveillance system. Even a partial recognition hit would have you hunted down and shot on sight.
DedSec is about as popular as the plague these days. Look, you know I'd do anything for you, but fucking hell. Sabine, that's a lot to ask.
Listen, if anyone knows anything about risks, it's me. I lost everything and everyone. But it comes down to this. London is in a death spiral. And if DedSec can't pull it out, trust me, no one can. The city needs a resistance. And it starts with you. What do you say?
Fuck it. As fate's worse than death.
Excellent. New user registered. Welcome to DedSec. Now, it would be irresponsible of us to release you naked and mewling into the wild. You'll find equipment around the safe house that are essential items in your DedSec kit. We have a sophisticated system for hiding your identity from facial recognition tech. It's called a mask. And while we're here, perhaps we can talk about updating your wardrobe. I mean, look at you. Come on.
You've got all these fancy new toys, but it's also important to know the basics. You need to learn how to throw a punch and how to take one. Albion will escalate if you come at them with a gun and shoot you down. We want to avoid collateral damage. In DedSec, we try to use guns only as a last resort.
Have you already met Connie Robinson? She owns the pub and is an old DedSec contact, not to mention a champion amateur boxer. Go to the practice ring and...
Let's start with some basic strikes. Hit me. Don't be shy. You'll want to get in under my block. Find the weak point. You're getting it. On your feet now. You want to create distance. Yes! Nice one! Just like that.
There's only one more skill you need to master. Socialization. The rest of your team has arrived. Why not go and have a chat?
Welcome to DedSec.
Yes, I'm so ready to help out the cause.
Hey.
Yo, I can't believe we just, like, DedSec or whatever. With no initiation or nothing.
Yeah. I wish we had the time to prepare, but the job needs doing now.
Now that you're all as thick as cyber thieves, Sabine would like to talk to you.
Well done, team. It's good to see the safe house filling up again. The only way we're going to keep London from falling into total oppression is by rebuilding the resistance. We need to recruit, train, build back our arsenal. The people are itching to rise up and take their city back. We just need to show them that DedSec are fighting along with them.
To be honest, I think I'd be put to better use in the skull-cracking department.
Albion's taken our home and turned it into a war zone, silencing anyone who dares stand up to them.
Don't forget about Clan Kelly. Them fucks have way too much power. I got beef with them.
Fair, but remember that this zero-day hacker group is still out there. They took out DedSec once, and it's a good bet they'll try again. I believe they were responsible for the bombings and framed DedSec. With your help, I plan to get to the bottom of this mystery.
I'd say that's a full docket. Enough talk. Let's unfuck London.
First order of business. The Signals Intelligence Response Service, or SIRS, or the Earl Grey Gestapo, have developed a surveillance technology called AR Reconstruction. It's the bleeding edge of privacy rights violation, and thus it could be very useful in our attempts to find Zero Day.
We have some damage control to do if we want to change the perception that we're a bunch of violent thugs. I'll let you be the judge of how best to handle yourself, but remember, you represent DedSec now.
Go, go!
Hey, what are you doing? Ugh.
Tag!
I'll have a look.
First on the scene, first to bring
We can do this
area
easy,
is being
or
recorded by the GB.
way less easy.
I've lost sight of them.
I got 'em.
This area is being recorded by the GB. I'm empty.
Shots fired! Shots fired! Suspect is hit!
This area is being recorded by the GB.
Engaging hostile target. Neutralizing hostile target.
God, not me! Jesus fucking Christ!
Engaging hostile target.
All units, possible suspect or suspects reporting near your location. Approaching with caution, over. Immobilizing the suspect.
Use a pursuit intervention technique.
Right, close this fucker down.
Control, we have a visual on the suspect.
Negative. No vision of the suspect.
Received, we are trailing the target. Target has crashed their vehicle, over.
Control, send emergency vehicles when available. They passed through the checkpoint. Over.
Control, we're in pursuit. Over.
If you're feeling out of your depth or like you could use a breather, you can always call on your new teammates to step in. It's your call.
That's the advantage of working together instead of alone.
I'm here. In theory, the AR reconstruction should allow me to use various sources of surveillance data to rebuild past events. Access a data relay, and I can scrape all the metadata for this area.
Control, let's put out an APW. We're getting nowhere here.
Discreet, confidential, fast.
The demands of being a DedSec operative are all-consuming, so taking app gigs is a good way to make some extra quid that works around your new schedule. Lots of people will pay well to have their sensitive packages handled with care, and some will even pay you for deliveries. Ha ha!
We shall eat up the beefsteaks. We shall pay up with our British pounds. We shall eat cows from the fields and anything that bleats. We shall drink up in pints. We shall never surrender.
Do you think you can conquer our Churchill mixed grill?
Tick-tock, tick-tock.
Yodi Grill, come and conquer the Churchill.
This is London Calling. You're listening to me, Tash, on Buccaneer, your source for what they don't want you to know. This time we're turning our focus back in the media to look at my former employer, the GBB. As you know, the broadcasting has been through a lot of things.
Shite in the bucket.
Become a tool used by the government to circulate fake news and misinformation. So how did we get here? Where did it all go wrong? How can we tell when our national media has become state propaganda? All right. Let's speak on conditions of anonymity for their own safety. Here's this information. Broadcasters built up by journalists and torn down by demagogues all over the world.
The report of the media fragmented. There was this voice of authority that was trusted and worthy of trust. Then what we ended up with is a really commercial model where whether you're talking about an app on a smart device or whether you're talking about a broadcaster, the most important thing is to keep you in that environment for the longest amount of time possible. And because that meant money in their pocket. And in order to do that, a couple of things happened. One was the use of manipulative techniques around behavioral economics, things that would just keep you scrolling or keep you listening or keep you looking for more information. The second is that kind of environment favors sensationalism. And so
if you're feeling out of your depth or like you could use a breather, you can always call on your new teammates to step in. It's your call.
That's the advantage of working together instead of alone.
No, this isn't right.
This is Control. An alarm has been activated near you. Survey the area. Over.
That's it. Now, let's take this autocratic wet dream for a test drive.
Moving in.
Engaging the suspect.
Is anyone else still standing? Being shot at here!
CTOS AR. Data reconstruction in progress.
Fucking hell, we're living in Big Brother and no one even knows it.
You're right. We definitely need this extremely cool thing I want for investigating Zero Day. Shit, for some reason I can't clone it to our servers. All right, access the network here and let's see if we can't find out where to nick one. Located the CTOS hub. Aha! The SIRS has deployed this technology at their HQ, and I've just nabbed their manual on how to set up the system. Now, Scarpa, you can't steal their toy if they throw you in the gulag.
So, we're stealing the AR reconstruction gadget. Tell me what to do.
The program is hosted on a server that's on the roof of SIRS HQ. All you have to do is grab the whole thing, then take it to a few high-density locations so I could recalibrate it to the DedSet network and clone my own version.
Are you just expecting me to strap the fucker to me back? The bleeding server's got away half a ton.
We need to find someone with access to a cargo or construction drone that can fly it off of there. Perfect opportunity to recruit a heavy lifter to the cause, I'd say.
Heavy lifter? Some kind of construction drone, right? Where could I find one?
Well, let's put our thinking caps on, shall we? Now, who in London would have access to a construction drone? Could it be a construction worker?
Bang on, Bagley, thank you.
Not so hard, was it? There's an active construction yard nearby. I dare say you'll probably be able to find a construction worker to recruit there. Here's the coordinates.
Developing to combat those and kind of challenge the mainstream newspapers, TV stations, radios, and make sure people were questioning the validity and truth of the information they were receiving. So whilst there was the digital afforded more fake information, it also makes us suspicious and sceptical of information and makes us question the information we're getting. And I think in Press Crisis Britain, it might not have seemed great at the time, but there was something positive about that there was a lot of distrust in the media and in the different kinds of truths that are being told. Whereas now, I think you're seeing a return to a more traditional and older pre-digital sense, actually, of people just trusting what they're told, and that's why we...
Oh, they have a beastly drone friend. I mean, the person looks efficient too.
Oh, that's... Watch it!
You don't know me, but I heard we might have some mutual interests.
Wait, are you with DedSec? I just so happen to need some help.
We might be able to help. What's the situation?
I'm in debt with Clan Kelly. They paid for some medical expenses on my behalf, but they keep jacking up the interest rates. I'm basically an indentured servant at this point. Set me free from them, and I will make it worth your while.
Okay, we'll handle it.
Clan Kelly will bleed our new friend dry if we don't do something. This particular construction site is a money laundering front for a Kelly chapter out of Camden Market. Any record of the debt would be stored there.
Grand.
Get.
In carcass of a once free Britain. Hello, Resistors. This is The Bug, and on today's show, Alice and I will be looking at the big questions, such as, are we less than 2 years away from being able to turn a sausage back into a live pig? Did we actually need polar bears anyway? What do they really do? If I put Optic on my dog, can I train it to take itself for a walk and do my shopping on the way home? And is tennis real? So much there, still only happens after all these she is.
Yeah, it puts a lot of fun into my life now. I get to play this role-play game where I pretend to know...
Fucking hell, the Kellys have moved in here full time. There goes the bleeding neighbourhood. When did they get this organised?
You're looking for a terminal or some kind of device that Clan Kelly would have stored the debt records on.
Omniscient, judgmental, stripping away your finances and freedom, dishing out random punishment, even a font.
Don't have the right tool for the job? You can exchange your gadget for a different one that's better suited to the situation.
Give it up! Stop!
You're gonna die for messing with us.
Right, you can erase all record of their debt, putting our new friend back into the black and, more importantly, out of Clan Kelly's reach.
Fantastic.
Good looking, you lazy prick!
Ah, cannabis and fentanyl together at last, through the miracle of genetics.
I mean, I'll try anything once, twice if I like it, but now's not the time.
Piece of shit slipped away.
While the drones observing your every move might make you feel like you're living in a city-shaped prison, what's bad news for society is good news for DedSec. You can hack those nosy little buggers and use them to scout ahead.
Going in! I'm moving in! I better find him. Quick, smart. Hey! Someone shooting! Must be around here. Right there. Be careful.
Transfer complete.
It's possible hostiles near your location.
Why not, Bugley? They terrify me to my
Will
very
engage
core.
if necessary.
You're out from under Clan Kelly's heel. Wouldn't show my face if I was you, but that goes without saying.
Fucking lovely. You're not bad for a group of alleged terrorists.
You know, DedSec's looking for fighters, and you seem to have some fight in you. How about letting it out?
All right. I'm in. Let's have some fun.
That's all from the Bug today. Keep it real, Bug fans. Actually, that's terrible advice. Keep it unreal.
Suspect is unsighted. Unsighted sweeping area.
They say nature abhors a vacuum, and so it seems with London's dark economy. Join us on GBB to learn why London's criminals are selling food to refugees.
This is London Calling. You're here with me, Tash, Buckingham, your source for what they don't want you to know. In today's world, we've all had to get used to our every move being tracked by the temples, by the cameras around us, and with every click we make online.
Building a resistance group requires operatives with specialised skills. Technical abilities, firearms handling and physical training are all valuable. Bare-knuckle boxing rings are a good place to find people who are good at throwing punches, or taking them. By defeating each opponent in an arena, you'll have an opportunity to face its best fighter. Prove your physical superiority and they may consider joining DedSec. I'm guessing that's some sort of primate society thing.
All over the world, trying to keep democracy strong in the face of a data assault.
If you have enough personal data on somebody, you're able to predict what it is that they're going to do. You can tell what they might be passionate about, but mostly you can tell what they do. You can tell what someone feels, then you can manipulate them, and you can move them in particular directions. Data is collected. From television.
Worst in technology. Senior academic Alpha tells us how big business repurposes big data.
Historically, what's happened, of course, is that people have traded their privacy for their convenience with a smartphone.
DedSec resurgence have prompted Parliament to approve the use of lethal force for Albion contractors. CEO Nigel Cass had this to say.
DedSec terrorists will quickly find that Albion, unlike the police force of this city, is battle-tested and proven in the field.
The Prime Minister's office has called this shoot-to-kill mandate a drastic but necessary
No
measure
time for
to
doubts.
make London safe.
Here, your new kit.
This is the turning point, right? My normal life gets fucked. All just to join the DedSec party.
What do you mean normal? The bleeding government announcing they can shoot you dead.
I know everything's fucked and I know it has to change. I have a lot to give up, you know?
No one's leaving anything behind. We're taking a stand to help everyone we cared about.
Right. Okay then. I'm ready.
Welcome to the Resistance.
Right. Welcome aboard, etc., etc. I'll give you the speech later. Right now, we need you and your big, strong drone friend to get on top of SRS HQ and steal a server. Think you can handle that?
Heading there now.
Carry your identification card, that's all.
That have been used are things like heat map features which show where populations are gathering. In-game rewards can be offered to people to take different routes, things like that. Traffic data can be manipulated